Right, excuse the crappy video quality. I just wanted to get this setup review of the Monolith Classic done whilst I've been running into a few questions and problems, which is a little bit frustrating. And so maybe the nice people at Monolith can think about this and maybe even get back to me. So firstly, one of the reasons I bought the Monolith instead of the Kamado Joe was the wood chip feeder. This seems pretty flimsy. It keeps knocking itself out of position quite simply. I mean, there it's okay, but the number of times this has just dropped open whilst I've been doing something else is a bit disconcerting. Then if I'm looking at the instructions, I've now got the firebox and the fire ring inside. One of the things the instructions says is that when you're placing the firebox inside the Monolith, the firebox is the bottom ceramic with all of the holes in it. When you're placing it inside, face the opening towards the ash compartment, which is down at the bottom over here. Now, as you can see, I've got that perfectly aligned, but what that means is that the box is not actually in straight. To me, it would seem if that was aligned like I've got it, that would be much easier to clean out. But then if you look at some of the pictures they have over here, I don't know if you can see that very well, the box looks like it's aligned straight, which is different from mine. So I'm not sure if that's going to affect airflow or not, but you know, it would be nice to know. Also, just one other thing, if you see here the Monolith Le Chef, this is not the model I have. I don't think this is the larger one, but someone forgot to translate the cast iron fine grid, the cast iron grid in the the instructions there, so maybe someone can fix that for other people so they don't get confused. But what I'm really confused about is the sequence of events now, because in the instructions it says place the fire ring on top of the firebox, which I've done, and the wood chip opening is in line with the wood chip thing I showed you earlier. Then it says place the cast iron charcoal grid, which is this one over here, on the firebox. So that would mean basically placing that there like that. I assume that's the right way around. I don't know if it makes a difference. That's the way it's showed in the pictures when it shows you the list of items. So place the cast iron charcoal grid in the firebox. That prevents the base of the ceramic unit getting too hot. Just for reference, that's spelt incorrectly. It should be TOO hot, but that's just me being a grammar Nazi. Then it says place the protector stone on the base of the unit, and the protector stone prevents the base of the grill from overheating. So I'm not sure if that means now on top of the cast iron grill. None of the pictures includes the cast iron grill. In fact, they specifically say excluding the cast iron fire grate, where it looks like it's hard to tell what that is at the bottom, if that's the bottom of the grill or if that's actually the protection stone over there. So I'm not sure. And then sort of it seems to go back to the top again. So then it says first place the cast iron fire grate inside the firebox, and then the charcoal basket inside the firebox. So this is the there we go. That just, you know, knocked out again because. So let's pop that in. Being all ADD, it kind of annoys me that the two sides don't line up when you have the hole lined up for the for the chip feeder. So like I would rather have this metal grid going across sort of perpendicular, but you know, maybe that's just me being pernickety, which probably am. So now I don't know what to do with the protection stone over here, whether I need it or not. On the next page, there's something about igniting the charcoal, and here they say depending on the temperature and application use, either the cast iron fire grate or the charcoal basket. But like that's completely different to what they said here. First place the cast iron fire grate inside the firebox and then the charcoal basket. So like, you know, if you're from Monolith, pretend you have no idea what you're doing. You have a rough idea because you've barbecued before. Follow the instructions and like ask yourself the question, who wrote these instructions and what's right and what's wrong? Because now I don't know whether to use the fire grate with the basket or not. I have no idea what to do with the protection stone. So yeah, thanks. A bit disappointing. You know, a few other things. So let's just assume I've got this right, and I want to do a mix of indirect and direct cooking. So I put this holder in here and then a half moon grate. So this is where I was talking about like my kind of ADD-ness being wrong, because you can see the fire basket over here. If you only wanted to do like fill one half of this for whatever reason, well, I suppose you'd always want to fill the whole thing if you're doing indirect and direct together, but like, I don't know, that just seems weird. Right, so then I'm going to put the grid on. So here's the grid. Now for me, the grid by itself is far too close for indirect cooking. You want to, for direct cooking on this side, you want a bit more of a lift, which I guess you can get with that. But then you also have the grid lift, which is a separate accessory that I bought, which will allow you to put the grid sort of even higher, but this can't fit with the deflector stone nicely because the metal sort of prongs kind of get in the way. And so when I do put my grid on, like that, it's not like completely level. And I know that's not the end of the world, but it just seems ill thought out. Whereas, you know, the Kamado Joe's divide and conquer system, which I was very interested in, but went for the Monolith mostly because of the smoking draw, and through the salesman recommendation. Just the divide and conquer system maybe seems a little bit better thought out, certainly in the instructional videos that I've seen. Anyway, there I am. I haven't cooked on anything. I just wanted to get this video done now, so maybe the nice people at Monolith could just see how someone was going through this and what's going through their mind, and maybe they could prepare better documentation, some better instructional videos, because if you search for these videos to set it up, they don't really come up very well. And yeah, maybe they can respond. All right, thanks very much, and I'll probably do a follow-up when maybe I hear back from them, or once I've got it lit and got going. But I'm certainly looking forward to getting this thing fired up no matter what. But those are just some little niggles I've had so far. All right, thanks for watching.